Okay, so let's look at the options for printing quotations out. You'd obviously be in the client's record, you'd be on the quotations tab here, and you need to make sure that you've just got one of the quotations selected on the top line here. And you can see below you've got the details of the quotation here. And there are a couple of options. We've got the first one here, which is service quote. If we click that button there, this opens up and asks you to choose the service group that you want to quote for. So we can see that this is set for carpets. There aren't any other options because you can see on the grid here we've only quoted for carpets on this job. The report ID is there. Now it's worth having a look and seeing all these reports that are set up in here and the various different ones that there are to choose from. And have a look and see what you've got in there. So you can choose one of these formats. And then in the section here you choose what you're going to show on this quotation. So you can choose to show the quantities. If you've put the quantities in, you want the client to see them. You can choose which services you're quoting. So we've got clean only, clean and protect, and the maintenance plan prices that we're going to show. We're not going to bother showing the healthy home price or the extras. And then we can just scroll down here as well, and we can show that we're going to show, well, there's no discounts to show on here, so we're not going to show the item discounts either. We've also got the option at the right hand side of this show grid to untick items that we don't want to provide a quotation for. So we can see the item code here for BR breakfast room, LD for lounge diner. They're both ticked automatically. Then you click the button that says report. You just choose your printer and print it. You can also preview it, and you can present this to the client as well. So that's just one of several layouts that are built into the system. If we close that down, as I say, it's worth coming in here and having a look in the service quote section and the report ID. Have a look at these and preview several of them and see which ones you're going to prefer using. There is another option if you've got multiple service groups. If we just close this down, on this button here alongside the service quote group, this will be labelled up. It may say choose form, or it will be labelled up with the last form that was open. If you look in here and have a look at the layouts that are in here, there are some in here that will allow you to display two different service groups on the same page, and it's a multi-page format, so you could choose one of those. Obviously you get the same, choose your printer and click preview. Now just one little tip in here. If when you're printing these forms they're not centered properly, or they're not printing perhaps a little bit too far right or too far down the page, you can use this button here that says adjust printer page offsets. You can click that and then it comes up here and you can adjust that, and you can put a negative or a positive number in here, and that's the number of millimeters you want it to move the printing over on the page. So if it's a little bit low you can put -4 in, and if it's a little bit too far to the right hand side you can put -3 in, and that will pull it over and back up on the page. So that's just another useful tip for you there. So that's it. That's how you will print a quotation from GetBookedUp Professional Plus Edition.